Hello guys, this is Shay. I am a psychic medium. I'm a seer and my strongest clair is clairsentient. I upload YouTube videos once in a while where I do tarot readings, channelings, or divining with different tools. It's different for each night. How I divine, what tool I use, and I hope that you guys will like it. So I hope that you enjoy it, and if you have any questions or if you want me to read for you, divine for you, you're welcome to contact me. My contact information is written in the description box down below. So, yes, let's get to the reading for tonight. Tonight's Bibliomancy is one of the Psalms. Psalm 59. You might want to look up the number 5, the symbolic meaning of this number. It's page 627. Look up number 6 as well. Five was my number when I was a little girl. I loved this number. I don't know why. I still do, somehow. Change is good. To stand still, to stagnate is horrible. Anyways, let's get to the psalm. I don't know why the universe wants me to read about Saul and David, because this psalm is also about Saul and David. That's when Saul sends men to watch David's house in order to kill him. So this psalm is David's prayer. Do not destroy. He doesn't want God or the universe to destroy the enemies. That's what I call wisdom. Because we are all here on planet Earth to play our own role on the scene. Each of us have to play a specific role, and we all have to learn from each other. No one is completely evil and no one is a saint on planet Earth. All of us have shadow sides and all of us have some good sides. So if Saul dies, nobody will see him fall from his high horse, lose his pride. Well, he does. He gets destroyed in some other way. I believe, if I remember the story right, I have been reading Bible for many years, but I don't remember all of it. I have to look up the pages to remember it. The Old Testament. The New Testament is easy to remember, each page. But the Old Testament is a little more complicated and hard to remember it all, with all the names and stories and anyways, guys. So what my eyes want to focus on at first sight is verse 6. They return at evening, snarling like dogs, and prowl about the city. So those who were sent to watch David are compared to dogs in this psalm. You might want to look up the dog animal totem, spirit animal dog. It's a faithful friend. It is. Only if it's not a wild dog. It's still an animal though. What will the dogs do if Saul doesn't pay them enough? Leaves them hungry? I'm not talking about the Bible version of the Saul's story. Just logically, if you pay people, watch somebody, they do expect to be paid. What happens if you don't pay them? They turn against you. Because in verse 15, you can read that they wander about for food and howl if not satisfied. Are you Saul or are you David? Which one are you? Or are you the dog? I do apologize. I don't want to be respectless. I am only wanting to give an example or explain what I mean and where I want to go by saying all this. If you're Saul, you might have to keep paying the dogs or those who work for you. my gut feelings wants me to say that these dogs might want to expect much more. They're maybe not satisfied with what they get. Are they in trouble? Are you David? Asking God or the universe to help you, give you a helping hand, and save you from the dogs. Verse 11. Verse 11 writes, "But do not kill them, O Lord, our shield, or my people will forget." As I said, all of us are here to learn and to teach, each in a different way. Or my people will forget. In your might, make them wander about and bring them down. For the sins of their mouths, for the words of their lips, let them be caught in their pride, for the curses and lies they utter. Consume them in wrath, consume them till they are no more. Then it will be known to the ends of the earth that God rules over Jacob. We are all here to rebuild Eden, a place full of harmony, kindness, love, understanding, compassion. If you're David, the Bible's advice and my advice to you is to not wish death upon anyone. Because what do you gain from the death of your enemy? Probably nothing. Instead, wish them to stop their ways and learn their lesson. Wish them wisdom so they don't do stuff that are not good for you or them or other people. Because when you do evil, you are not someone who has a high frequency. You feel envy, like Saul did, jealousy, envy, hatred, revenge. All of those are low frequencies. So Do not grieve over what people like Saul have done to you or will do to you. Instead, pray for them, because those people are the ones who hurt mostly. You know, if they were in a good place in their life, if their frequency was higher, if they were happy in their own life, they wouldn't feel envious, they wouldn't feel revenge, wanting revenge or hatred. They would live in La La Land and love everybody like the most of us spiritual people do. So if you are not David and if you are not Saul, if you're one of the guys who are paid by someone like Saul to kill someone like David, my advice for you is to just take a look at yourself, and just look into the mirror and ask yourself, do you really like to be played like a toy and paid to hurt someone else? Saul has no mercy on you. People like Saul, they pay you some money, they make you work for them. In the end, if they're found out, you're in trouble. Dogs are very faithful. Sauls are psychopaths. Yes. So if you're one of the guys who are paid to hurt somebody, whoever, don't expect to survive in the end, because Saul has used you. Somebody like Saul has used you. You're going to pay for the deeds that you do in the end, because Saul and people like Saul are powerful, and you have been seen around David's home, not Saul himself. So you can howl, you can cry, you can get more money from people like Saul for now. When David becomes king, what happens to the dogs? Have you asked yourself? That's obvious. people like that, they have no self-respect at all. They look up to the king that is more powerful and probably turn against Saul. Isn't that true? Yes. You're rolling the dice. You never know how it falls, in whose favor. The Saul that is king now, wanting to destroy David, is probably the one who sees David as a king in the future. You never know. Read this psalm for yourself and try to reflect on what I just said. I wouldn't mind being a David, but I do really mind being a dog for Saul. It doesn't matter how much he would pay me, I wouldn't do that. Yes, because sooner or later, everything comes to the light and everybody will understand that David is the powerful one. Yes. So if you're David, do not lose hope or strength. Have faith. And do not pay attention to the dogs that bark around you, gossip about you. Because, darling, those who gossip do gossip either because they are envious of you or because they want to hide something about themselves. That's why they make noises, to hide their own stuff. Yes. And that's about our bibliomancy. That's what I get. Look up the numbers 5 and 6. It's Psalm 59. I have recorded a Hafez poetry. I'll add the poetry to the video in the end. I let you pick up anything that your gut feeling wants to pick up on the poetry, okay? I could sit here and talk to you about the poetry and this psalm for hours, but I do not want this video to be too long. So I let you to use your own gut feeling and interpret the meaning of the words you hear. You can listen to the whole poetry or just pick and choose which sentence, which word the ones that resonate with you. I remember these readings are general and they might or might not resonate with everybody. Yes. Enjoy the poetry. Okay, guys. And always be like David. Never like Saul. And never, never, ever like the dogs that work for Saul. Alright. Let's go to the poetry, guys. I have a good advice for you. Pay attention. No excuse will do. Listen to what this kind mentor advises and follow it too. Both worlds are less than a single barley corn to the lover. For that is but a trifle, and this has no value whatsoever. Affable company I crave, and an instrument for music too. So in high and deep sounds, my pain can come through. When in our absence, divinity decreed our fate in timeless eternity. Make no complaint if it's not exactly as you might wish it to be. A 100 times I penitently pushed the goblet of wine away. But how to give up drinking when the psyche looks at me that way? Into my tulip-like cup, wine and musk pour, O psyche. The image of that my beauty's mole stays in my memory. With the face of youth, take the chance given for union. To ambush life is this deceitful old world's ambition. Oh my heart, did I not say to watch out for that hair so lovely? for in its curl even the wind is dragged in chains to captivity. A 14-year-old beloved and wine of 2 years maturity. With regard to age and youth, this is sufficient company. Neither to drink wine nor to commit any sins is my intent. If only my destiny should happen to be in agreement. Bring the bountiful ruby cup and the water of pearl-like purity. Tell the envious, come and die when you see Asaf's generosity. Hafez. In the banquet hall, don't speak of repentance's vows, or the sakis will let loose arrows from their arched eyebrows. I hope you enjoyed the reading for tonight, guys. And the Hafiz poetry, some of the words might not be easy for you guys to understand. For example, whenever Hafiz writes Saki, Saki means someone that pours wine for other people, a bartender. Now, in ancient times, a bartender that gave people wine and stuff like that. Anyways, you can ask any question you want. You can text message me, you can call me, you can email me. My contact information will be in the description box down below. Okay? I hope you enjoy these readings. I'll let you go for now, and I wish you a wonderful time. Send you many blessings, love and light. Love you guys. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.